So I have n combination 0, n combination 1, n combination 2, n combination 3, 4, and so on. Now let's work on the coefficient, which is where I'm interested in. So the first one is n combination 0, which you have to use the formula n factorial over n minus r factorial r factorial. So using that formula, we know that this is going to be n factorial over n minus 0 factorial, then 0 factorial, which is equals to n factorial over n minus 0 is n, then factorial, 0 factorial, which is equals to n, n factorial will cancel n factorial. And the numerator, what I'm left with is 1. 0 factorial is 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. Therefore, everything is 1. So you can agree with me that the coefficient here is 1. Let's look at n combination 1. N combination 1. That will be n factorial. Don't forget the formula. N factorial over n minus r factorial r factorial. So this is n factorial over n minus 1 factorial, then 1 factorial. And that will be, since I have n minus 1 factorial at the denominator, I can write n factorial here as n into n minus 1 factorial. How? Remember, if I have 5 factorial, this is going to give me 5 times the next number will be 4 times the next number will be 3. It keeps reducing by 1. So since I have n factorial will be, remember you start with the letter n, just like you started with 5, times the next one will be 5 minus 1, which is 4. Since it is a letter, you have n minus 1, which it has now reduced by 1. So if I'm looking for the next one now, for instance, it would have been n minus 2, which will now give me 3. Okay, so I have n into n minus 1 factorial. Why did I stop here? Because I have n minus 1 factorial at the denominator. So I'll have n minus 1 factorial, 1 factorial. So that n minus 1 factorial and this will go. So I'll be left with sorry about that. So I'll be left with n over the n, 1 factorial is 1, n over 1, which is the same thing as n. Hence, the coefficient here will be n. Alright, let's look at the next one, which is n combination 2. N combination 2 will give us the same thing, n factorial over n minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial, which is equals to, what is n factorial? It will be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. I could have continued, but I'm stopping here because I have n minus 2 factorial at the denominator. Okay? All over n minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So this and this will go. I'll be left with n into n minus 1 all over 2 factorial, which is what I'm going to drop here. So if you can remember the long formula in the previous video, you saw something like this, which was for the third term. Okay, so the next one now, if I'm looking for n combination 3, that will be n factorial over n minus 3 factorial 3 factorial, which is equals to, since I have n minus 3 factorial, I will expand this to stop at n minus 3 factorial. So the first one will be n, the next one will be n minus 1, the next one will be n minus 2, n minus 3 factorial all over n minus 3 factorial, 3 factorial.